Dirty December is not a myth. It is real. The buzzing nightlife in Lagos is real. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. My heart is full. Thank you guys for sharing the cover, for commenting, liking on my other social platforms, for just the support, like, at every single purchase. Like, anyone who parts with their money and kind of pays for anything to do with me, I am so grateful. So thank you for purchasing. Don't stop. The book also makes, a very good gift, a good present, so don't stop purchasing. I really appreciate, and I still need all of the support as a new author. And for those who haven't purchased yet, I'm not going to think that maybe you don't want to. I'm going to assume you maybe haven't had time. So hopefully by the end of this video, you'll click the link below and you'll purchase the book on the various platforms that you can. So the purpose of this video is to kind of give you an insight into some of the chapters of the book. For those who have read it, we can discuss the chapter below. For those that haven't read it, it will just kind of give you an insight into what it is all about. So I wanted to do a bit of a book reading. It's the first time I've ever read this book out loud to anyone. So I don't know how I'm going to feel, whether I'm going to be a bit shy, but I'm going to try my best. So I think it's only fair to start with chapter 1. And I'm not going to be reading the whole book. You people should go out and buy. Like, it doesn't make sense if I read too much, but I just want to kind of like have a snippet of the chapter and then I'll talk a bit about it. Chapter 1. And chapter 1 is called Beyond the Glam and Fun of Lagos. Her bags were packed and her ticket bought. In a few days, Titi was going to land in Lagos. It had been almost 2 decades since she had lived in Nigeria. Although she had made several trips back home for the holidays, this trip was going to be different. Her parents were nervous. They had sacrificed a lot to give her and her siblings a better life in the United States, so they just didn't understand why their daughter was making the move to a country they had deliberately left behind. There were all kinds of stories about how hard life was in Nigeria, so like an average parent, they worried. That did not stop Titi one bit. She wanted to do something different with her life. She had made up her mind, and besides, she was convinced that Nigeria is where she was meant to be for the next stage of her life. From the trips she had made over the years, Lagos seemed like a city filled with opportunities. In addition, she had enjoyed her holidays with family and friends in Lagos, which was one more thing she looked forward to upon her return: time with friends and family. Every year, Nigerians in the diaspora choose to return to Nigeria. Some have returned because their visas have expired, others just choose to relocate back home, like Titi in the story above. In my case, I was born and bred in the UK, and before my big decision to relocate, I had only been to Nigeria twice. Like most immigrants, my family relocated from Nigeria to the UK to give us a better life, which begs the question, why do so many young people decide to return? Why are millennials and Generation Z choosing to return to the very place our parents left in the search of greener pastures? Ironically, I grew up hearing and seeing a lot about the challenges of living in Nigeria. In my mind, I can still picture the images I saw on TV. Military men clad in khaki and kitted with armor as they paraded the dusty streets. As a child, I couldn't picture anything beyond what I had seen or heard. I'd seen pictures of the country on the news. Some were pictures my dad took in Ibadan and were all I had to form my opinion of Nigeria. I came to associate Nigeria with dusty roads and violence, thinking as some Nigerians in the diaspora still believe that till date, that Nigeria is a war zone. I did not know better because unlike what we have today, there was no social media to correct that notion. All we had were traditional means of spreading information, like newspapers, pictures, television, and radio. Thanks to my very first visit, I started seeing how unfounded these myths I had come to believe were. The first time I came to Nigeria was for my cousin's wedding. In contrast to the image I had in my head, Nigeria was colorful, not misty and dusty, and no military men were parading the streets. I soon discovered that a phase of unrest, which the country was going through, had necessitated the presence of military men on the streets. It is important to clarify here that there are numerous misconceptions about Nigeria and Africa that can serve as a mental block for returnees who wish to visit or relocate back home. You will hear so much misinformation that might serve as a deterrent. What matters ultimately is that you are making an objective assessment. Being an IJGB, I just got back. I had a lot of fun. My cousins were available to drive me around. We visited so many places that I didn't know existed in Lagos. At the time, I was in my late teens and I had restrictions on where I could go. Despite that, I enjoyed every moment I spent in Lagos. People warmed to me and made every effort to make me feel comfortable. Coming to Nigeria for a wedding was a different level of fun for me. And the typical Owambe party that characterized Lagos, the grandeur felt like I was clothed in Joseph's coat. The colorful tradition, cuisines, attires, and smiles radiating on people's faces were the direct inverse of what I had expected. The music was different from what I was used to, yet my body seemed to understand how to sway to its rhythm. Owambes are a highlight of any returnee. For any Lagosian, as a matter of fact, literally translates to mean it is there. Owambe connotes the abundance of fun, food, drinks, and celebration. You name it. It is an extravaganza of color and the tallest gillies, which are basically head ties, music and paparazzi. A lavish party Nigerians throw usually on weekends to celebrate lots of events. But Lagos is not only about Owambes. While reveling in the ecstasy of the parties I was attending, I asked my parents why they had been hiding Lagos from me, and their response was a knowing one. It is fun because you came for a wedding. When I returned to London, I couldn't stop ranting about the best holiday experience that I had had. I felt like I belonged where I was in Lagos. It felt like home, and I did not feel like a minority there. Despite the excitement, I had forgotten the experience and adjusted back into my daily routine in the UK. Years later, I joined crowds of Nigerians in the diaspora coming home for the December holiday. This time, my experience opened me to another layer of Nigerian holiday, Dirty December. I was now past my teens and I had no restrictions, unlike the first time when I had visited the country. Dirty December is not a myth, it is real. The buzzing nightlife in Lagos is real. I had a taste of it from beach parties, hangouts, concerts, Owambes, champagne popping at Quillox. There was always a party to show up at. I attended as much as I could during my short stay. However, things felt different when I returned to London. This time, I could not settle back into my routine as quickly as I had done the first time. I would wake up early morning, get on the train, go to work, and work from 9 to 5. I felt too static and boring. I wanted something new, something unlike what I was used to. I think I'm going to stop there so that you guys can read the book. But trust me, that is just the beginning of the excitement from this book. And I hope from that little part of the chapter, you can kind of see what birthed the stories in the chapters. It's based on a fictitious character called Titi. So I have like sections in the book where there's an example, and then I touch upon my own experiences and the experiences of other returnees that I was surrounded by when I relocated. Some are still in Nigeria, some have gone back, some are in different countries. So it's not the same experience for every single person. Life is so subjective. So I won't say that this is everyone's experience, but it definitely reflects mine and those of the people that were around me. So yeah, get the book. Get the book and read all the other exciting chapters. And yeah, if you want to purchase the book, all the information is below. And please, guys, follow me on Instagram. You know, you can engage upon some of my posts. Let's just kind of get the conversation going about relocation in general, about the things that you love about Nigeria, about the things that drive you absolutely insane. But ultimately, just support this new author. As you can see, I tried. I put in real life experiences in here. I'm very private, so it was really hard for me to talk about some of my own personal experiences, but I did it because I believe that you guys deserved fair and relatable information. So that's it. Thanks for watching this video, and do make sure you like, subscribe, share, and I'm going to keep telling you to purchase the book because I need you guys to purchase the book just to encourage me, you know, so I can write some more. But ultimately, yeah, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you subscribe to Lola OJ TV. Keep watching, keep sharing. Take care of yourself. God bless. It's always a pleasure speaking to you guys.